We got us a little Freedom Express here. It's just a little popper. Most of the roofing, we already, obviously you can see we took off, but we don't see any compromise in the actual decking. So we're going to end up redecking, you know, getting the vents off. You can see they just slobber the same dyed core around there. That's all they do. Then there was an insert trim right here, and we took that out. It was just the cheap stuff, but that's how we got to get the awning rail off anyways. We're going to replace it with some good stuff, and I'll end up taking this here out. The stuff they use, this is it here. This is it, and it goes in the track. Well, this is just cheap stuff. The stuff we're going to be using will go in that track and it'll go over the track, the stuff that we use. So we just rip all that out of there, we'll replace it. They didn't have anything on this, so, but that's what we're looking at right now. So we're going to get the vents and everything off and start dismantling this little guy and see if we can't get it back together. Look at this, look how thick that is right there. There's no screw in it, just got the caulking off. Here just shaved it off. There wasn't one there either, and I'm guessing there looks like there may be one right here. Yeah, there's a screw there. That's a heck of a lip right there. That's the way they did it. However, it's been sealed, but it wasn't even screwed down. I wonder if there's an issue underneath there and why they didn't do it, so we'll investigate that. All right, so what we're doing now, we're looking for wires. I want to make sure they're protected. There's nothing here that's going to get a fastener anyways on this one, but surprisingly there is glue on this. None of the other ones that I've seen in the longest time ever have glue on them. So now that I know it's all glued down, I'm okay with that, but still I want to lift this edge up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach in here and see if I feel any wires or see any wires in there that need protection. That's all I'm doing, lifting this edge up. I'll go over here and we'll lift that edge up and do the same thing. Just as a prudent measure. And then if we see something, then we'll get the piece up more to put the protective bushing in there if we need to. So far, but like I said, I'm not going to tear it all up because I don't want to rip up all the trusses and everything. But I am surprised to see that there is, like I said, there is some glue on there. You can see the way they got some adhesive right here. So we're going to obviously replace this sheet and get that replaced. But otherwise, this is where the air conditioner was. You can see there was a little bit of staining right there, so it did start to leak. So overall, the deck looks fine. So we're once we get this all done and put this one piece in, we should be good to get the roofing on. One of the things I don't like is that they put nails in them along the edge. It's all nailed. See the nail right there. Right here. See the nails. So I don't like that. I wish they would screw, because it's just going into that cheap aluminum. I'm not sure how they expect it to really hold well. So we'll end up putting some screws in it. Alright, so we've got, this is the passenger side, we've got all glued, ready to roll. We're going to get that flipped over, then we're going to do the other side. You can see we got all our strips and protective strips in here and everything. So, and you can also see we redecked it. So we put a thin layer of glue on. And then up there in the front, right up there in the front, it kind of dips a little bit, but they didn't have all that fastened, so we secured all that in there, and you're probably going to have you'll probably notice a little transition where it comes down a bit. But all they do was just let it free float, and I just didn't really care for that. So let's see how it works out when we get it rolled here. All right, we're going to roll our roofing over. And I'm trying not to get that other guy in the camera because he doesn't want to be on YouTube. He does not want to be on YouTube.
Statutes haven't run out yet in this state.
Yeah. There you go. Now we just hit it with our balance roller, couple rollers. Keep going. We're good. Flapper over there. Ta-da! And then we got the rollers on here. We're going to do that in a minute. And roll it out. We are all done with our little Freedom Express. She's ready to rock and roll. So we've got 2 strikes of caulking all along here. This is a 60 mil Carlisle brand is what it is. Carlisle Syntec TPO. That's what it is. It's a structured membrane. So and keep in mind, these are not DIY videos. They're not DIY videos, but everything is all heat welded. All heat welded. We got our stands in the back. We got our counter flash in the front. We got, you know, the same over here on our antenna. Everything's all heat welded in. We got all our plumbing boots in. Over there, everything's all heat welded. And the good thing about those plumbing boots is that if a branch, which wouldn't get it here, but there is one up front, but if a branch grabbed that, that cap would fall off. But it's all sealed up, so the water would only go into the holding tank. So you see we got a couple of smoke vent covers on here, a new skylight lens over there. So she is ready to go. She is ready to go. And we put all brand new insert trim all the way around. The insert trim that they had was the one that snaps in. This snaps in and over. That's the style of this one. I don't have a piece here to show you, but if I find one, I'll show you. Kind of give you an overview here of what we got. But what I was saying about these bell caps is I like these ones. If they popped off, see, it's all sealed, so the water would only go down into the holding tank right there. But other than that, she's ready for the prom. Washed it all down, got it all clean. It is ready to go. Went around the lights. So I would like to see the windows going around. I'll go over that with the customer. Make sure he knows that we need to go around the, you know, everything like that. All around this little vent right here. This is like a mini toy hauler, I guess. Around this window and things like that. So I got all this right in here. I got to break this apart. We're going to pull it out. I'm going to put a strike of caulking down there. And I'm going to do the same in the front, but I couldn't do it now because it's no room to get in there. But he's here. He's ready to rock and roll. He's about ready to roll up here and back up and couple up and head on. So we appreciate you watching. And no logo. She did not cut me a logo. Dang. So if there's a girl out there who wants to take her spot, and not only that, we're going to get her back up here because she got the cover going the wrong way. She's got the cover going the wrong way. So this cover goes the other way. So she's going to flip this, and then we're going to go. There we go. Going the right way. So the design of the roof is real simple, and I don't think I went over that after I put the camera down. But the way we got these, we got counter flashes on here. So as the water is coming across, it's going to hit up underneath here. It's going to direct it away. It'll virtually eliminate any sort of erosion or anything like that. We have them on all of them, even the air conditioner. And then the purpose of that one there is so when the water comes down off the cover, it'll go up underneath that counter flash and send off. So, but like I said, other than that, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. This thing is about out of here. Thanks for watching. Let's go over an inspection. So what we're going to do on an inspection, we're going to rubber on here. Get a little friction. If it loosens up, you got to put a strike on there. But it should be fine. But that's how you do an inspection. When they come in for inspections, that's what we check. Just go along here and see if it's tight. The other thing we do, this is a special roofing tool, but you can use a butter knife. You could use you know, just anything that would kind of travel along here like that. And that's how we're going to check it. And if it slipped in there, that means that little portion needs to be re-welded. But this is all welded so tight that even if this whole thing did lift up for whatever reason, if it did, then it's still welded. The first weld we do is always on the inside. It's always welded there, real tight. And then obviously weld the rest of it. But that's how you check it anyways. It's just prudent to check. I always lean on the side of caution because it's, you know, you don't want to do it twice, but I like to catch things. I carry a spare tire in my truck, you know, that type thing. So you want to do your preventive maintenance. That's really what it is. But we're going to leave it with a care package, and the care package will have some product in it. It'll have some roofing. If a tree branch hit it, we're going to leave him a piece of the roofing so he could have it patched. If he brings it here, we do it for free. But if he's out and about and needs to get it done, at least he's got the right material. You cannot mix and match TPO. I don't care what any supply house tells you. You cannot mix and match TPO. You can't put one brand on top of another. You can't put GAF on top of Carlisle. You can't do Carlisle on top of GAF. But now Carlisle and GAF, they make other brands, I'll say. But Carlisle makes Versico, so those would be compatible, and they make a couple other ones. Those would be compatible because it's still Carlisle product. They just license it out. But and the same with GAF. But like I said, as a rule, you can't do that. You can't take Firestone, and you just can't mix and match stuff. You have to know who's who, and everything's got to be compatible. So, all right, we are now out of here. All right.